Hello, hello, hola, hola, amigos, amigas, bienvenidos. Welcome to Lima, Peru. Today we have another cooking session in my house here in the beautiful capital of Peru, Lima City. Thanks so much for coming to visit me today and to learn with me another recipe that you can make easy at home. And also through this research, we're going to be doing on the most famous local recipes that grannies cook here for their grandchildren and also pass generation to generation, bringing also the multiculturality of Peru in each of these recipes. We are going also to see that it's possible to cook Peruvian style wherever you are in the world. So thanks a lot for coming. My name is Vanessa Vasquez. I am your Lima City tour guide, and we are going to learn today to prepare together a dish that you will be surprised, because although we Peruvians think it's a Peruvian invention, well, from my research, I've been able to see that it really doesn't have anything of Peruvian in particular, but we have Peruanized this dish. This is the Pollo a la Naranja, or chicken with orange sauce. Okay, is this a Peruvian dish? Well, it is indeed, but it's also, so far we know now, a Peruvian Chinese dish. Also, there is a possibility that this dish was also inspired by the French cuisine. So while I am starting here with the heat, I will say hi to my friends that are joining today's event. Thanks so much for coming. And I see some familiar names. Some of my friends from Hago from long time are here, so thank you so much. So hola Adrian, hola Maple, you made it. I'm so happy you made it. Thanks for coming. Hi Anne, hi Lynn, hello, thanks for following Lynn. It is so good to have you, Joe. Hi, thanks for coming. So today we are going to have, hi ADMB. So we're going to cook together this delicious dish, which by the way is quite cheap, at least for us in Peru. We are always looking for cheap options, which are important because the economy of Peru is not always the best. Peruvians always are looking for, options that are rich, consistent, and also that will help us to, let's say, bring that traditional flavor in every dish. So this is, of course, the pollo, the chicken. So what we're going to be doing today, and I will be sharing with you the recipe while I am also going to cook. You can take notes, and also what you can do is follow my channel. I am preparing a cookbook that if you wish to have, well, there's just a very easy way to do it. If you become my supporter and a sponsor, you can also get that cookbook for free. This is a little present that I am doing for all my friends from Hago that wish to help me to create content. I am giving away as a present not just my cookbook, also a guidebook about Lima. So what we're doing in this moment is, hi Robin, we are going to the pieces of chicken. I have here 8 pieces of chicken. I am covering them with pepper, pimienta, right? So this is pepper. So we are covering each of these pieces with a little bit of it. And we are going also to covering them with a little bit of salt, right? So we're going to bring a little bit of flavor into these pieces of chicken. I have, hola Robin, I have also taken off the skin of these chicken legs, just to make sure that they will be cooked in detail It will also make the cooking process faster. But also that's the way my granny used to do it. She preferred this recipe with the chicken with no skin. So now we have our 8 pieces here perfectly seasoned. Okay, so now we're going to remove the gloves. Of course, you can do it without gloves at home because you don't need those at home. And now we are going to continue with the part that we call the sellado of the chicken. So in a moment I will put closer to the stove my cell phone with the camera. So let me give you an idea of what we are doing and from a little closer location. So well, here we have a bigger pot than the one I'm used to use because today, well, my husband said, Vanessa, I really want like 2 or 3 pieces of chicken minimum. So he loves this recipe. So what we are doing is first heating the the oil. Yes, Maple, he likes this recipe. In Spanish, the name of this recipe is Pollo a la Naranja. It's very interesting because there is still a debate about the pollo a la naranja and the origin of this dish. So there is one possibility that this dish is sort of like inspired in French cuisine because there is a famous dish that is called duck with orange sauce or canard à l'orange, I think it's called. I hope I am not mixing my French words. But basically, that dish probably influenced the recipe we are having here. But now, most of the specialists in the Peruvian cuisine, because there is a specialty also now about all of the Peruvian dishes and the fusion, they say that probably we are really seeing a Peruvian Chinese dish. Duck à l'orange, yes, Adrian, duck à l'orange, right? Orange, naranja in Spanish. So what we're doing is, first of all, we are putting all the chicken pieces that I have previously, like clean. I've taken out all the skin, right? Season it with just pepper and salt. We're going to do something we call sellar. Sellar means to fry just externally, cook just externally the meat, right? And we're going to do it for 3 minutes each side. So here I have my clock. By the way, we started this event at 11:30 a.m. Morning time in Lima, Peru. So for 3 minutes, we're going to do it each side, okay? Hello. So, well, it's very, very important also to mention that we have a type of cuisine in Peru that is really like the most beloved by Peruvians, to be honest. Is a fusion of the Chinese and the Peruvian tradition. It is called chifa, right? The chifa food concentrates the best of 2 culinary worlds, the Chinese and the Peruvian. And that is because we had a large immigration from China in the time of the 19th century, mid-19th century. So it's understandable that this immigration also brought culture, cuisine, traditions. And most of the Chinese men who came to Peru to work in sugarcane plantations, to build railroads, they were exploited, many of them. I have a controversial tour about the immigration of the Chinese. It's also part of my heritage tours that you can see also in my YouTube channel. I have already done it for Hey Go Live, but the recording is in my YouTube channel. There you can learn about these times also, which were very conflicted in the country, but also it was a time, the 19th century, when we received most of the international influence in our culture, in our culinary, and that's the point when Peruvian cuisine turned so fantastic, right? Without all of that international influence, we wouldn't be the country we are in terms of culinary flavor. Hola Marilu, hello, hello, thanks for coming. Hola amigas, amigos, hello, thanks for joining. Hi Ken. So I know you probably didn't expect that today we will have, a Peruvian Chinese dish, but since that it is actually Peruvian Chinese, this delicious chicken that I am preparing for you. So now what we're going to do, we've left this for 3 minutes. Look at this. Okay, so now we're going to put chicken on the other side. At this point, we gotta be careful because remember, we don't have a skin in the chicken, right? So you have to be gentle when you turn the chicken to the other side because it is already sticking to the pan. We are cooking this with mid-high temperature in the stove. Okay. So as you can see, we have turned the chicken pieces all to the other side. And now we're going again to cover for 3 more minutes, or maybe a little bit less, because already there is an advanced process on the cooking. So, as I was saying, the Peruvian cuisine, the fame of the Peruvian cuisine, the beauty of the Peruvian cuisine is related with fusion, with integration. So I hope you are already taking notes. Remember that later I will be also adding this event, the recording of this event, to my YouTube channel. You can find me under Adventuros Travel Guide altogether. And there you can go back and take notes and, replay as many times you wish. And also, I am doing creating a cookbook inspiring the recipes of my grandmother. She was a wonderful cook, so I'm sure you're going to enjoy a lot reading that book, going back also to the replays of these shows, and cooking at home also. So thanks for the people who are joining. If you have questions, you can start also adding them here. I'll try to not skip any question. Salt and pepper, skinless chicken pieces. Yes, exactly. Yes. And remember, my friends, if you missed the first part, later you can see the replay in YouTube. Okay? So no problem. So we are cooking each side of the chicken for about 3 minutes. And then we will continue. Thanks for coming back, Ken, by the way. So now we're going to do something interesting. While the chicken will not be ready, okay? Chicken will not be ready. And that is because we are going to finish the cooking process later, okay? So I think I have, by the way, my clock here. It's always good to have a clock next to you when you are cooking. Muy bien. Woohoo. So, yes. As you can see, the chicken is changing color a little bit. We're going to, very, very juicy already. Take the chicken pieces out gently because the skin is going to be sticking to the pot. I use today 8 pieces of chicken because my husband once he said 3 pieces. We are a family of 5, so and we like to eat well. So So here you can see I have separated the skin, the chicken on some plates which are next to us, okay? So now we're going to continue. I will come now closer with you to see what's here happening in the pan, okay? Can you see it well? We're going to turn a little bit down the temperature in the stove. Okay, good. Thank you. And we're going to do it the way my grandmother used to do it, okay? So we are not at a restaurant. The same oil where your chicken has been cooked, we are going to use it for this part. Already there is some flavor in that oil, right? We're going to add one onion, red onion, is one mid-size more or less, red onion chopped in little cubes, okay? And now we are going to cook this onion. Peruvians have a love, like a fascination for the flavor of the onion and the garlic that you will not imagine. We love so much, let's say the flavor of the onion, that there is really no dish in Peru that don't have onion. Well, even the ceviche has onion, lots of it. So while this is cooking, it's going to be cooking for 1 minute. Let me check if there is any question. So raw chicken, no skin. Yes. Yes, Joe. Thanks for. Oh, I'm so happy you are taking notes. Oh, gracias, amigos. I hope everything is all right. That you are also having everything clear, and you're taking notes also from the step by step. Later, I will be doing adding the whole recipe also to my book for my friends that are already my sponsors. Once a month I upload new recipes, the ones we have developed in the month, to our cookbook. To put a little bit higher now the temperature of this base. This is the base of the flavor of today's recipe. Chicken with onion sauce. Of orange sauce, not onion. And in Spanish, pollo a la naranja. Okay. Now we are going to continue with another thing. Garlic. So approximately 1 small spoon of garlic. Okay, you can add a bit more or a bit less depending on how fan you are of the garlic. Okay, this is already like chop little garlic. And remember that the garlic cooks fast. The garlic cooks fast, so you have to be careful that it doesn't burn, okay? We are frying first the garlic here in the center where there's more heat in the pot. Just like doing little like heating here. So in that way it cooks. And now in a moment, we are going to integrate everything. Okay, so now we're going to integrate. Everything is now mixed. Yum. So how are we doing? How do I find you on YouTube? Ken, you can find me under Adventuros Travel Guide. Maple, I think you also are following the channel, right? Can you please put the name there, my friend? Just in case if someone else wants to know how to get into my YouTube channel there. Well, all my replays are there. So all kinds of, like historic tours, things like that. Just give me a second. Things like that are also there. Okay, so now I think we are almost there. My pleasure, Ken. My pleasure. No worries, Maple. I think I have. Oh no, I don't have the image. Yes, Avi, gracias. There it is for all my amigos. Avi is there sharing the YouTube channel if you want to see the replays. Gracias, Avi. So here we have some other things we're going to be adding. Well, this is quite optional in the terms of the chili, the yellow chili. If you find yellow chili, wherever you live in the world, the Peruvian yellow chili, wonderful. You know how it looks like? It is this one here. This is the yellow chili, right? Or you can also find it blended, right? Blended. That's okay. In the Latino markets, in the Hispanic markets, you will find yellow chili, Peruvian yellow chili, already, like a blended, like a ready to add. And this is bell pepper, right? So what I have done is cut bell pepper. That's really like a bit of bell pepper, like a little piece of the bell pepper, not really much. And the yellow chili, I think I will use just a little bit because I have little girls and sometimes they don't like too much of the flavor. They are more sensitive than adults, okay? So, or maybe you can use like half a little spoon of chili paste. If you find like too much, like the chili, the flavor too much for you, half a little spoon of blended chili, yellow chili paste. How are we doing, friends? Are we seeing everything? Like everything is clear? The image is good? Muy bien, gracias, Maple. Gracias, Ken. Hello, Patricia. Hi, thanks for coming to my kitchen in Lima, Peru. So look at this. The flavor is, delicious. So now what we're going to do, and look, this is another proof. Hola, Patricia. Is another proof that this is a Peruvian Chinese dish. Because we use, what is this, amigos? We call it guion in Peru. Have you discovered already what it is? Muy bien, Maple. My student Maple, she's always ready to answer. Ginger, exactly. So we're going to be adding approximately also 1 spoon of ginger chopped very little, okay? In the middle, all the flavors are there already. Okay, so I will close some things over here. And just to be even more sure, this is a Peruvian Chinese dish. And look, most Peruvians don't even imagine that the pollo la naranja can be a Peruvian Chinese. But what they do when they are cooking this, they add soy sauce. Woo! So we are going to be adding 2 spoons of soy sauce. 1, 2. Okay? Is it clear, my friends? Dun, dun. In Peru, soy sauce is called sillao. Oh, and it smells, Patricia. Oh, you have no idea how delicious it is starting to smell. So, for this recipe, we will also need honey. We're going to need approximately 2 spoons of honey. Mine, I don't know if it's a really a bad quality honey, but it solidified. So, no worries. I will be adding still my spoon of honey. One and two. Well, it was recommended to put this honey to make it again liquidy in what we call baño Maria, which is like this with hot water below, and it will be like back to normal. So if you're having the same problem, that might work for you. This is a sort of like a little bit sweet flavor dish. I'm just beating the honey for it to become liquid again. Okay, sí, perfect. Muy bien. The heat is not high, eh? It's low. Slow heat. Yeah, microwave oven. Yes, Lynn. Excellent idea as well. Yes, yes. I don't have a microwave. I don't have it. But that could really work very well. Oh, it's already smelling really good. So now we are going to add our chicken pieces. Okay? So we're going to start adding them little by little and place them with, with the, let's say, distribution for each one to be in contact with the bottom of the pot. Okay, we're going to put here another one. So if you don't need too much chicken, of course, you can just add like 4 pieces. Usually 1 per person, no? But if you have big appetite, like my hubby, well, maybe 1 piece will not be enough. So you will need 2 or 3, like him. Okay? And no color this time, yes. And we're going to add a little bit. This is, by the way, this is 1 cup, 1 big cup actually, of orange juice, just pressed minutes before we started the tour. So I pressed for this amount of juice 4 oranges. 4 oranges. Okay, so they gave me this. Okay, so we're going just to add half of this, half of the liquid we have of orange juice, not all of it yet, and we're going to cover. Okay, we're going to cover. Just give me a second. I'm trying to reorganize everything over here. So, going to put here our camera. How are you, my friends? How's everything doing? So we're going also to, this is a good time for answering some questions. Well, we're going to leave this for more or less 10 minutes, okay? 10 minutes. So we have 10 minutes for chatting a little bit, but also we're going to do some things here on the meantime, and I will continue explaining about the Chinese immigration to Peru, which is a theme I love a lot. Also, Maple is commenting that, well, this time no cola. Yes, because there is another recipe I did last time that was a Peruvian Chinese dish that is made from Inca Cola. Have you heard about Inca Cola, amigos? Have you heard about Inca Cola? Inca Cola is a Peruvian soda. It's the national soda that we love. It's a yellow, golden color soda. And I know that there are people around the world that prepares like chicken with Coca-Cola. So we have a chicken style, Peruvian Chinese chicken style, with a flavor of Inca Cola, which is marvelous. You can go also to my YouTube channel and check the replay of that recipe. So, you know already that we have here juice, right? Orange juice. So what we're going to be doing with the rest of the orange juice, while our chicken is in this moment cooking. We're going to lift a little bit the temperature of the stove for this to be a proper cook. So we are going to add 1 spoon of what we call in Peru maicena. Maicena is a flour from corn. Do you have that at home? And I would like to know how you call it. Cornstarch. Muy bien, Maple. Gracias, gracias. Cornstarch, right? So, excellent joke. So we call it in Peru, just for you to know, maicena. Maicena. Corn flour, cornstarch is white color, and we're going to be adding approximately 1 spoon. Okay, so I have my spoons here, a bigger spoon. So we're going to be adding 1 spoon of this to the orange. Why? Well, easy. Because in that way, the consistency of the liquid, the sauce that we're going to be making is going to be better. So approximately 1 spoon of corn flour or cornstarch. So we are doing this mix of the orange juice and when this is going to go on the hot pot, it's going immediately to get a more thick consistency. We Peruvians love corn, but also there is another alternative that Peruvians use when they don't have maicena, corn starch, corn flour, is potato flour. We call it chuño. And the chuño is even more Peruvian because it's made of potato. Potato is the product that is most connected with us. That's because we are the land of the potato. We have about 4,000 kinds of potato. Imagine, like if we want, we don't repeat a potato, the same type of potato in years. So, but of course, most of those potatoes are inaccessible for all of us because they are from like locations too far away, from for example, Limanians, or even there are some species that are not really that edible, like directly they need to be in a process. For example, maca is a tuber, is considered also potato, but it's used as a supplement. So we will definitely not be able to put that in something like a stew or something like that. So we have added 1 spoon of our maicena or cornstarch. So you are going to learn also a lot of Spanish during our sessions. That's the idea. Also, another thing we are going to be adding later, a different per day for so many years. Yes, exactly, Mabel. We really are so blessed. We are blessed land. And potato also is known to be a very gentle product because they grow everywhere. Like look, for example, Irish people love potato. They have dishes that are around potato, like made of potato, and potato comes from here, but now is a product that it belongs to humanity, belongs to the world. The origin is here, but potatoes are part of the culture of people from places that are very, very distant. So it's beautiful to be also a land that has given to the world products like the potato or the quinoa, corn also in Mesoamerica. In Mexico also corn is very important. We had corn here since ancient times, before we even had contact with the Mexican culture. So just to give you an idea, the diversity. It can be used as a battery potato. Yes, that's right. I saw some experiments, right, Maple, for the energy the potato has in it, right? We are energy. All entities in the world have energy, and when we have low energy, we tend to be depressed. No? So let the food be your medicine, right? And that's the idea, that these foods will be your medicine. So we have also another important product. This is parsley, perejil. So we're going to be adding this to our dish, but later, a little bit later, in the next step. So remember, 10 minutes, in few more minutes, we're going to finish this first part. So parsley is cut, chop, 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 little, and that's going to be added later. Because if you add it right now, it is going to be overcooked. It has to be at some point still quite like fresh in a way. Okay, so I will do just a little check on how is the chicken. So it's not yet, of course, the 10 minutes, but I just want to make sure that we are not burning the chicken, because remember that we need to be delicate. We are not still like turning this. Oh, but gosh, perfect. I'm just checking if the temperature of the stove is good enough, not too high, and yes, it's perfect. It's perfect. So we will just leave this for the minutes that we have left. Okay, so we have just like 2 more minutes left for turning the chicken on the other side. So for example, this is one of my potatoes. I will not be using potato in this recipe, because I know you should not be using rice and potato on the same dish. But sometimes it's hard for us. Many Peruvian moms add to this recipe of the chicken with orange sauce, rice and potato at the same time. Okay, so well, you have to be patient with us. We Peruvians love a lot of like foods that are very heavy in our stomach, and that can last for hours in there, like feeling this like sensation of being like filled with energy for many hours, right? So this is one of the many potatoes. I think this is a yellow potato. Could it be? Well, it could be. We have so many. So also another thing I will be doing a little while. Oh, I want to show you for the decoration. We are going to be using. But there are many ways to decorate the dish. I have already like cooked broccoli. This is broccoli. To have it ready, you don't need really to have the overdone broccoli. So you put your water in the pan until it breaks boiling, and then you put the broccoli pieces, right? And you cook for more or less 4 minutes, 4 minutes only. Also, when after those 4 minutes, maybe 5 minutes, they will turn green and pretty, and you can take them out immediately, and they are already cooked. Okay? So yes, exactly, Maple. Rules have to be broken because they are there to be broken, in my opinion. So I think it's time already to change the position of the chicken. Okay, I hope you are having a fun time, amigos, amigas. Well, cooking has to be like that. That's the idea of cooking. You have to experiment. You have to taste new things. I consider that we're going to turn the chicken, by the way. I think, like a very important part of exploring a country, exploring the culture of a country, is related with exploring and experimenting local flavors. Because the only way you have to understand the people's heart of a country is their food. There's nothing more humane, more human of, eating. And all of these dishes have been, like a, sort of like a, sorry, this one here is not turning. There has been a long time really for them to be created, right? So, well, now we're going to, I'm so happy, Patricia, you agree. Hola, Teresa. Hello. Thanks for joining. We are cooking here in my house in Lima, Peru. I'm going to put a little bit farther the camera. So, do you remember what is this? This is orange juice with the maicena or the corn starch, okay? So we're going now to add it all. Look at this. Whoa. Woo. Yes, and the smell. So you can see, amigas, amigos, that this starch of corn has given a consistency that is a little bit more thick. It's more thick. At this point, I think we can also give it a little taste on the flavor and especially on the salt, okay? So it's going to be hot. Be careful, okay? But it needs salt. It definitely needs salt. It's sweet. We're going to be adding, I think, 1 spoon of salt. We're going to distribute the salt well. Wow. It doesn't have to be too much of sweet. If you don't like it, of course, that there are so many different ways of. 1 spoon of salt is good enough for me. For me, of course. In this point, you can add also, if you like, the Ajinomoto. Ajinomoto is that umami flavor that is, like a very, very traditional in Asia and also in Peru. My brother used to cook for us in Hego. He adds Ajinomoto to everything. Even, when the dish is served already, he adds Ajinomoto more and lots of salt. I am adding also the parsley. We are distributing a little bit just to give color. Parsley, not all, because at the end we can also add more to the final result. It will look more fresh also. More like, okay. So that must be like about 2 full spoons of parsley in total, chopped little. But if you wish, you can also, we're going to see in a moment, in theory, they are needed 10 more minutes, but we will see how it goes at the end. We're going also to cut the meat, the chicken, to see how it is inside, if it's all cooked, as it should be. So now we are going to continue with the preparation of the plate, because that's another thing that is important. What time is it? So approximately 10 more minutes. We will see how it is after this 10 minutes dish. So we have here this for decoration. I am trying to clean everything that is in the table. I am not a chef, by the way. My friend Maple knows that. I am not a chef, but I am an enthusiast of the Peruvian cuisine. I love Peruvian cuisine. As a tour guide, my job is actually being a tour guide. If you don't know me from all the tours, amigos, amigas, I am a tour guide from Hego. I became a tour guide many years ago in 2005. And since then, I've been guiding in my beautiful city, Lima. I've been taking people to different restaurants to eat a lot of food, my tour groups. And I have gained about 20 kilograms in that process. But, it's all because, food is a pleasure. And that's why I wanted to also continue with these cooking sessions that I started. Just give me a second, I will bring the plate. I started with my husband first in 2021, beginning of 2021. My brother at the end of 2021. And because they are both working, my husband is a tour guide, my brother is a barista, bartender, and he's also a cook. So, of course, that it was complicated for them to continue doing these events with me. So I wanted to continue doing this for you all. I really hope you enjoy these type of events. Let me know at the end of this experience if you enjoy these cooking sessions like this. I am alone really in the kitchen using a tripod, but well, with all the passion that someone that loves food and wants to share the culture, the culinary culture of her country can have. Okay, so now we're going to prepare the plate, and first I want to share with you where I cook my rice. So yay, well, like you would do the exact same thing, but how I do the rice Peruvian style. So it is of course not like a Asian rice like the one of sushi. It's a more like let's say longer rice, which is like this one here. This is the rice we use, and our rice has to be dry. Okay, so it's not like a glutinous rice. It is the way how we like it. Of course, the way how we like it, I'm not saying it's good or bad, is the way how we enjoy the rice is dry. And before we put the rice in the rice cooker, what we do is we fried onion, garlic, ajo. So we put oil, and then we put like 1 spoon of garlic. We fry the garlic, and then when it's fried already, we add the already washed, like maybe 2 cups of rice, or the 2 cups of rice, and we add a little less in water, right? So if we had a full cup of rice, maybe 1 finger below, the cup of water, like 2 of them, similar, right? And just we leave it. So let me show you what is the resulting. So now we're going to, also I will use this mold that it looks really nice, looks pretty, and you will see the resulting. Of course we add also salt. When it is like the water is there, we add salt, and that's it. That's the way how we do it. Okay, so let me show you how the rice looks. Yes, Luis Alberto is passionate in his cooking. He's passionate in everything he does. Oh, gracias, Anne. I'm so happy you're enjoying the class. My brother, Maple is referring to Luis Alberto, is my brother, my baby brother. And he's a professional when he cooks. So I am doing it the most professional I can. So this is the rice, it's like the rice is separate, right? It's separate, like there's not glutinous rice, it's separate rice. So now we are going, gracias Maple, thanks for your tip support, and thanks amigos for coming. And if you wish to support this event, you can do it with a tip. You can become also my sponsors and support me every month with a little like economical support that will help us a lot to continue doing events like this one. But if you cannot do one or the other, please continue coming to my events. I am doing this for you all, for you to learn, for you to enjoy Peruvian cuisine. So now we're going to, gracias Lisa, thanks. Look at this, you need one of this. If you wanna, like have people to your home and wanna, serve something really nice that looks good, this is going to save you. So we're going to put this on the side, covering the rice. Okay, and also another thing we're going to do is add in also, the broccoli. We have to add the broccoli. I will clean this. We still have time? Yes, we still have some minutes. Few minutes also until we check on the last time the chicken. Okay, so we're going to put the most beautiful of the broccolis. Here, maybe one on top. This will look really pretty. Okay. Okay, I'll show you what I'm doing. I'll show you what I'm doing. Ta-da! Look how pretty is this thing. So you have your rice and you have your broccoli. And on top, we're going to add the juice on top of the rice and also on the chicken. You can also put, let's say, carrots. You can put some like sliced carrots, like cooked already on the side. As I said before, you can use potato or sweet potato. Someone also commented sweet potato. Sweet potato, and this really tastes delicious, delicious. So that could be another option. Okay, so I will put this plate here. And we're going to check, I think we're about time to check on our, how it is, our pot. Whoa! And this really smells delicious, delicious. I would love to have the chance of showing you, you know, like with the smell, through the smell also, the flavor of this dish. Okay, so you know already, this is not just orange sauce. This is also soy sauce. So we are just turning a little bit. And now I want to open the chicken to see how it is inside. So in that way you can give a look also how it is. Okay. So look at this. You know, let me just try to do a zoom. I don't know if it's going to work, but because, you know, but if you look at the chicken inside, it is already like all white. It is already cooked. Okay, so we're going to do another one. Maybe this one here. It is already white inside, so it has nothing red, meaning that it is already cooked inside. So I think we're going to take one of the legs in our plate. I will bring the most good looking one. So there's my, here, tweezers, I think it's called. We'll turn this a little bit backwards. Okay, so we'll see which one we're going to get that looks more tender. I think this one has caught my attention. Okay, I think this one will look really pretty. And we're going to add now the sauce on top. A little bit of this sauce. We're going to turn off heat. We're going to bring some sauce. Look at this. Yes, I think it's the best leg. With the sauce on the side. Maybe I'm going to, because the rice, you know, it's our Peruvian rice, it maybe needs a little bit of the sauce around. What do you think about this? Yum, 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 yum. Okay, so here we have our traditional, I would say, Peruvian Chinese, why not? Pollo a la naranja. So the pollo a la naranja is a dish that is known to be, of course, like quite international. I learned that in the United States, for example, there are restaurants like Panda Express, if I remember, was one that offers the pollo la naranja or chicken with orange sauce, very American, of course, and American Chinese. And well, there is another theory that says that this dish really comes from a French influence, inspired in the let's say, duck à l'orange. So, well, it could be one, the other. It could be both, maybe, because we are very ingenious people. We humans have embraced like recipes from all over the world and then adapted them to the local flavors and products. So I hope you enjoyed today's event. Gracias, and thanks for your tip support. It really helps me a lot. You can also see the replay of our today's cooking show on my YouTube channel. This dish, as many other dishes I have cooked and my family has cooked for you, are there ready to be seen in many occasions and anytime. If you wish to support my channel also, like let's say every month, you can become my sponsor, and as a way to return you that beautiful favor, I am writing 2 books. One is a e-guidebook of Lima with the history of Lima, like the sites you have to visit in Lima and see in Lima, restaurants, hotels, everything is going to be included in that guidebook, and also an e-cookbook that is going to be given for free as a present for your support as a sponsor. So thanks and gracias amigos. I really hope you enjoyed this event. It's been almost an hour, but I hope it worth your time to be there with me. So finally, I have to taste a little bit of the chicken for you, because why not? You're far away, so probably you would like me to do this. So it's already hot. Bon appetit, buen provecho, buen provecho. Cook it, you're going to love it. Thanks a lot for being there. I hope you enjoy this show and hope to see you soon. You can give me a follow. In the upper part, there is a button that says follow, and come to my next tours. I will be doing one tomorrow, I think it is, about driving in Lima. So if you want to learn how it's driving in Lima, fasten your seatbelts, because it's going to be very interesting. And it's going to be also, like macho. See you soon, amigos. Gracias. Thanks for your tip support. I will let you know how you can support also over there. There is a button, and hope to see you soon. Love from your guide and friend in Lima, Peru, Vanessa. See you. Bye-bye. Gracias.